3 weeks ago, a customer brought me his 2022 Honda Accord with just 62,000 miles. Burning oil, transmission slipping, fuel economy down 6 miles per gallon. He did everything right. Dealer maintenance, premium fuel, on-time oil changes. So what went wrong? After 2 hours of diagnostics, I found the problem. It wasn't abuse, it wasn't neglect. It was 5 factory settings buried deep in the car's system, settings that are great for emissions tests in marketing brochures, but not great for long-term durability. Once we disabled or adjusted them, oil consumption stabilized, transmission smoothed out, fuel economy improved. I've worked on Japanese cars for 19 years, Toyota, Honda, Mazda, Subaru, Lexus, Acura, and I keep seeing the same pattern. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 hidden settings that may be quietly shortening your engine and transmission life and what you can safely do about them. If you drive a Japanese vehicle, watch this all the way through. Setting number 1, Auto Engine Stop Start. Nearly every Japanese car since 2018 has it. You stop at a red light, engine shuts off. Touch the gas, it restarts. On paper, better fuel economy. In real life, more wear. Here's why. Every restart is a cold-style start in miniature. Oil pressure drops when the engine stops. When it restarts, there's a brief moment before full lubrication pressure returns. Over time, that repeated cycle adds wear. Then there's starter motor fatigue, AGM battery stress. These batteries are expensive. And engine mount wear from repeated vibration. Now, is stop-start instantly destroying engines? No, but long-term it increases component cycling and stress. In the fuel savings? Typically 3 to 5% in ideal conditions. For many drivers, that's less than $60 a year. What you can do? Most Hondas and Acuras press the A button with a circular arrow each drive. Toyota and Lexus, similar button near the steering wheel. Mazda near the shifter. Yes, you often have to press it every time, but reducing unnecessary start cycles helps long-term durability. Would you trade a few dollars in fuel savings for a shorter starter and battery lifespan? Comment below, do you disable stop-start or leave it on? And if this is already helpful, hit subscribe because the next setting affects your transmission. Setting number 2, Eco Mode. Eco Mode sounds harmless. Better mileage, smoother throttle, earlier shifts. But here's what it actually does. Reduces throttle response, forces early upshifts, keeps RPMs lower under load. That can create lugging, where the engine works harder at low RPM. For transmissions, especially CVTs and 8-speeds, that can mean more heat, more torque converter slip, extra strain under load. Heat is the #1 killer of transmissions. Now, Eco Mode isn't evil, but using it constantly in city driving, hilly terrain, stop-and-go traffic can increase drivetrain stress. Better approach: use Normal Mode for daily driving. Use Eco only for steady highway cruising. Occasionally drive in Normal or Sport Mode to allow full fluid circulation in natural shift patterns. Setting number 3, CVT Manual or Paddle Shift Mode. If you drive a Honda, Subaru, or Nissan with a CVT, you may have paddle shifters. Here's the reality. CVTs don't have gears. They simulate shift points for driving feel. When you constantly use manual mode, the transmission is forced to hold fixed ratios instead of operating smoothly across its full range. That can increase belt stress, generate more heat, accelerate fluid degradation. I've seen CVTs go 200,000 miles when left alone. I've also seen premature failures under heavy manual mode use. Use manual mode sparingly, only when engine braking is needed, like descending mountains. Otherwise, let the CVT operate as designed. If you've learned something new already, hit the like button. Most owners have no idea these features affect long-term wear. Now, let's talk about a setting almost nobody knows exists. Setting number 4, Aggressive Idle Shutoff Timer. Many newer Japanese cars have an idle timer. If the car sits too long, it shuts off automatically. Sounds harmless, but here's where it becomes an issue. 1. Turbocharged engines. After highway driving, turbos need brief cooldown time. Premature shutdown can trap heat in the turbo housing. Over time, that can affect bearing life. 2. Cold mornings. If remote start shuts off too early, the engine may not reach optimal oil temperature before driving. 3. Repeated restarts. Frequent shutoff and restart cycles increase starter and battery cycling. What you can do: check your vehicle settings under Settings, then Vehicle, then Auto Engine Stop. Some models allow timer adjustment or disabling. If you drive a turbocharged model, allow 30 to 60 seconds of idle after hard driving before shutdown. Setting number 5. Adaptive transmission learning. Modern Japanese transmissions learn your driving style. Drive aggressively, it holds gears longer. Drive gently, it short shifts. Sounds smart, but here's the catch. Most drivers are inconsistent. The transmission constantly adapts and sometimes develops erratic shift behavior over time. Excessive adaptation can lead to harsh shifts, gear hunting, and uneven clutch wear. Solution: reset adaptive memory occasionally. In many vehicles, disconnect battery for 15 minutes, then drive smoothly for 150 to 200 miles. No hard launches, no sudden throttle spikes. This allows the transmission to relearn cleanly. Some Hondas and Acura models have reset options in the settings menu. Toyota and Lexus often require battery reset or dealer scan tool. Dealers may charge $100 plus for something that takes under a minute. Let me ask you something. Did you buy your car for 5 years or 15? Because these small factory settings can make that difference. If this video helped you, subscribe for real-world car advice based on experience, not marketing brochures. And watch the next video on your screen. I break down the one maintenance habit that prevents most major drivetrain failures. I'll see you there.